What's up, everyone? Michael Heath with Get Automating. I'm going to talk to you about something that's really important. That is, ain't nobody got time for that. So what do I mean, right? Certainly when we talk about automation, we'd like to think that automation is solving for those boring things that we'd all rather not do, right? But there's another glaring issue here is that ain't nobody got time for low code. Does low code mean easy?
Get Automating. Enhancing humans daily.
Okay, so low code doesn't mean easy. What it means is if I don't have a degree in programming, I can hop in and eventually learn it. However, that being said, some new tools in the AI tool bag attached to Power Automate have been making this a lot easier. Let's take a look at Power Automate in the cloud and see how efficient this is. All right, so let's talk about the setup. Emails are sent with product displays daily. They need to be cataloged and documented. And I'll go one step farther. We need to use AI Builder to scrape these images that are sent and process them appropriately. So the prompt is below. When I receive an email from this address with an attachment, you're going to use AI Builder. This particular model is the Object Detection T model. You're going to use that, process it, then save the file attachment to SharePoint. Finally, we're going to send a reply email with the subject product confirmed, and thank you for your email. We'll be in touch shortly. Keep in mind, the amount of images that come in daily, there could be 4 hours wasted on doing this, especially when we talk about context switching. Let's check it out. All right, so in our landing page, home screen here, we have the Copilot describe design for building out a cloud flow. I'm going to copy and paste the prompt I just described, and we're going to go ahead and get that generated. All right, and we're going to be introduced to a suggested flow. We can also go ahead and ask it to revise that, show a different suggestion. But I like what we have here. Based off of our prompt, we've got when a new email arrives, we're going to process that email. We do have some parameters we'll jump into in just a second. And we're going to process for each one of those attachments. We're going to analyze that attachment, and we're going to offload that to SharePoint. Lastly, we're going to send an email to the sender and respond to them and reply so thankfully. Let's go ahead and click next. We're going to make our connections here and create our flow. So right away, let's hop into it here. We see that built out a flow for us. When a new email arrives, we're going to include the attachments. It's also got my account in there, the from, which is great. Cuts out a step there as well. It's got detect and count objects as in images. Now, I will say, if I go up here to save this, we're going to have an issue. And the reason is it's adding in this is AI model as plain text as opposed to choosing the model. You could see here, if we look really closely, get prediction schema. So that failed, but it's got the right idea, right? So if we go here and we choose this, we're all going to be hunky-dory here. We can go ahead and save that out. So we're not actually even doing anything with the metadata, with the results and the score that comes back with our image, but we do have it processing, which is important. And then we're going to create that file. Nice that it has the site address in there and shared documents. I do notice a little issue every now and then where the file content drops it into SharePoint as bytes instead of an actual file. So all I do here is I point it back to the actual attachment. If we look down here, we can find the attachment content. And now when we save that out, we can run our flow, and the actual image will be available in SharePoint, and we can preview that image because it recognizes it as an image file. Lastly, we've got the subject that we specified, product confirmed, and the response in which we want it. So moving on, we're going to run this flow to see what we get. We need to send an email, and we also need to make sure we have an image, but as an attachment. So be careful in this process, right, and understand that if people are just dropping in links from OneDrive, that's not going to work. We can attach that instead, and that's going to queue off our trigger. All right, so if we notice the flow itself succeeded, and if we come over here, just popped in right there, Contoso T, image 7. So is it the silver bullet? Absolutely not. But is AI giving us all the capabilities to expedite our work, accelerate that development and that makership? Absolutely, right? what you just saw there probably would have taken me, 45 minutes, and I'm pretty fast at this. So, in the words of the Red Hot Chili Peppers, there's never been a better time than right now. Never been a better time to get automating. See you next time.